Hello Leo, how are you? Welcome to your love reading for April 2017. I did another little talking head video regarding my generals. I will be doing generals for April, probably will release within the next week or so. I know I never did them for March. I just got a little bit overwhelmed, so I'm not taking any bookings right now, so I'm trying to get caught up finishing all the privates that were requested last month, and then, or well, like 2 weeks ago, and then kind of really finishing everything up from there. So let's go ahead and get started with your love reading. And I am using my Tarot of Delphi deck. I don't know if you can still buy it, maybe on Amazon. I don't know if it's in print anymore, but let's just go ahead and just jump right in. Six of Cups has been resurfacing like crazy. I'm going to actually just talk about that for a moment because there is something from the past coming back. However, and I don't know why this is, and as I develop the story, I may change my mind, but it's coming out as like a very superficial, emotional, immaturity kind of type of vibe, all right? And I'm not really liking it. It's like things from the past resurfacing, people coming back from the past, you looking to your past for answers or something, right? And this now is connected with you, your energy, the Enchantress of Wands in the very center of the reading, and now the Emperor, and we have kind of two forces happening on either side of you. And with the Three of Coins reverse, it's like a frustrated energy, and there has been a lot of frustration in the realm of love due to this Venus retrograde that's happening. And there's definitely a lack of balance, okay? Enchantress of Wands is such a beautiful person in essence, right? And Leo, you're charismatic, you're outgoing, you're successful, you're physically attractive, you have, a lot of luck in your life usually, and you attract really good things. And I don't see this month really being any different, except maybe you're dealing with stuff, right? And emotionally, you are going through things. Obviously, Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is heavy stuff. And this Venus retrograde really has a lot to do with the alignment of the mind and the heart. The heart becoming a little more logical and the mind becoming a little more emotional and meeting in the middle. It may have a lot to do with an acceptance that something is over or something is done. Three of Coins. I'm almost kind of feeling like you were trying to, here's a card of juggling, and we have two people on either side of you, the Artisan of Wands and the Emperor. Two fire signs, all fire energies, fire. So there's definitely a lot of passion happening here. And if you're single and maybe you have like a couple people kind of in the works or kind of in the midst, it's like I kind of am feeling like, okay, let me just, because there's a lot of geometry involved here. Okay, so this Ten of Swords is squaring up with this Artisan of Wands. I'm not the biggest fan of the Artisan of, like the Knight of Wands. They can be a little bit self-focused, okay, self-centered, a little bit selfish, especially in the reversal. Busy. They're definitely busy people. They've got a lot going on. And I feel like there is some level of acceptance that it's just not going to work out. Whatever happened. It's over. It's done. And maybe you had some type of a falling out or something, okay? Now, if you're married, this could be two sides of your partner, so just bear with me and just kind of see how it fits, because it can be the same person. And this could represent an issue, okay? between the two of you, and this can just represent you and your relationship with them in general. I'm sensing heartbreak, okay? I think maybe a lot of you had breakups or have gone through some even divorce. Three of Swords can often indicate three parties, and I am seeing three people here. So, see how it fits with you. I'm even seeing a Three of Coins here as well, and that can often indicate three people too. But I think the end of that three-person thing is over. I think this Artisan of Wands is done. If you're dealing with a husband or a wife, and this is, maybe their behavior towards something that maybe you wanted, flighty, flaky, non-committal, not interested, busy, too busy to talk about it, not willing to talk about it, a little bit like, well, how does that affect me? Okay, that's over. That's over. But the Three of Swords, in terms of this Emperor, there was a heartbreak with this person. There was sadness, and maybe a little bit more long-standing. Now, Ten of Swords can often be a very long-standing thing. However, coming out as the first card in the reading, I'm sensing that you're reaching a point of either indifference, or you're reaching a point of like accepting that it's over. But the Three of Swords can be a little bit more of a long, drawn-out process, and something that hurts, I think, on some levels a lot more, and the cuts and the wounds are much deeper. This is more like someone kind of stabbing you in the back. This is someone stabbing you in the heart. So pick your poison, right? You're kind of dealing with two hard things. And if this is one person that's kind of caused both types of pain, my God, my heart reaches out to you, because I sense your strength in dealing with this, and I sense you wishing and trying to rise like a phoenix from all of this business. And keeping your beauty and your composure, and keeping your life in order, like you're definitely trying to juggle and wear many different hats and be different things to different people, and I think you're doing well. But I really think that there has been some effect, or these people have really affected you. And you may be trying to just rise above and shine through. Like, I kind of, okay, stop. Let's just separate this for just a moment, because I'm just kind of seeing it. Let me scooch these all a little bit. Because I'm seeing it actually more now as three separate vertical readings almost, okay? I'm kind of sensing like you don't want to work on it with either issue or either person. You don't want to talk about it, because I think you're trying to allow that healing to take place. You're really trying to move forward. You've had multiple disappointments. You've tried to keep things going. You've tried to make things work. You've tried to whether rekindle or kindle or start a relationship. If you're dating and this is someone, this was probably most likely a very short-lived relationship, despite the Ten of Swords energy, because this can be a long-standing energy. But I'm just kind of sensing more short-term, okay, because of the Artisan quality. The Emperor more long-term, because the Emperor will hold a more substantial presence in your life, making the wounds of the Three of Swords much, much deeper. That pain and that agony is so much harder to kind of come up when it's someone that you've cared about for so long and you care about so much. Yes, you care about this person, but I sense a lot of lack of balance with this person. Here, there may have been more balance, more equality, but this one, like maybe you really fell super hard, or maybe this is something that you really wanted, or maybe this is something that, you had a lot of hope for, and that hope was squashed maybe like super fast, okay? And they just kind of came in and showed their true colors really fast, and you were kind of like what? Like, what happened? Like, why did this? And here you are trying to get over someone and meet someone new and go and do your thing, and then like something happened, something disappointed you. And I do sense like stabbing in the back. There may have been some lying, or there may have been some deception of some kind that occurred. It can be super surprising, right? And I really think you were just trying to heal, right? And this person, because this is the next card that came out, this person came out in efforts to heal from this, like a rebound, maybe, perhaps. No balance, no equality. Either you, yeah, I mean, I think you were much more invested. I think you were much more hopeful. Like I said, they showed their true colors really fast, and I think they're gone out of your life. If you want them gone, they will be gone. If you want to fight, you can fight, but I don't know why you would want to. I don't think this is a quality person that should hold your attention for much longer. This person is different though, but unfortunately I'm seeing some frustrated energies. Now I don't really like this Emperor card, so I'm going to kind of revert back to the old traditional Rider-Waite kind of thing. I don't really get what's happening here with like this dog or muskrat or whatever, but like, you know, the Emperor can be quite haughty and quite selfish and quite cold in nature. Leo, you have such a big heart. You have such a huge amount of space for love in your life, and you love in such a big, passionate way. And I can say that I understand. I have my Venus in Leo, and it's like, oh, like you have so much to give, but you really only want to give it to like one person. You know, you can be an incredibly loyal sign when you want to be, and you want to find and maintain that beautiful, perfect connection with someone. And you found someone, I think, that you want to do that with, right? This Emperor, who's a perfect match for a Queen of Wands, can be a fire sign as well, likely an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but someone that you truly could get hurt by, or who has hurt you. And whatever is happening, whatever resurfaces, whatever conversations it is that you're having, I do, like, they're superficial. I think you're getting fed up, and I think you're tired, and I think you're like, you know what? I've tried. I'm trying to make something happen. I'm trying to take control of my love life. I'm trying to make good decisions, and I keep getting disappointed. So I think some of you are going to retreat and say, you know what? I just need to stop. I just need to focus on me for a while, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But let's see, let's move these back together. Let's get you a new layer to go from. And the Star. So hopeful. Leo, you deserve love. Don't lose your hope, because a lot of times with these tough swords, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, you can lose hope, and you can kind of take a more pessimistic, cynical outlook on it. And I understand why you would want to, and I understand maybe why you're at that place. But I'm so happy this came out in the upright position, because you are healing. You are making your way through and past this heartbreak, and hopefully into a fresh new state of mind. I love, love, love this Empress in this deck. There's the traditional Empress, and there's this Empress. The traditional being Venus, Mother Earth, Goddess, Mother, all of this. And then there's this one who's more of a counterpart with the Emperor. okay? And this Emperor, Empress are more of a team, right? Two very independent people that match in a very like almost like power couple type of way. And I love that. And I love that. Yeah, let me see. Threads of Fate. I do dailies on Instagram. This one came out today, actually. Ace of Swords. I feel like you really don't understand this Three of Swords. You really don't understand why this happened or why you feel this way. Maybe this was someone that you have, if you're in a relationship or married, maybe something has been dwindling for a while and you're having a hard time understanding why you're so hurt or understanding why you're having to go through such a heartbreak. And if this is someone that you never really got a chance to date, but yet they took hold, like you fell hard for them, why do I feel so hurt when I never had a chance at a relationship? Why do I feel so hurt? If you were only dating, like why do I feel so at such a loss? You know? The Hero of Coins. Two sixes. We got 3 6s that came out. Leo, you are a warrior. I'm feeling that you mask your emotions very, very well. I don't really know that many Leos. Like my mother is a Leo. Actually, no, I do know a lot of Leos. That's a lie. And they do, like they are such strong people. And when they are hurting, they hurt, but they put on this armor, they put on this gear, and they just charge forward. And they're usually very optimistic people, and they do tend to just make it through, right? Whatever adversity is given to them, they do tend to make it through. Now, I don't know if this Hero of Coins is someone new or if it is the same person as the Emperor and the Hero of Coins. So now I'm getting a fire or an earth energy, or maybe a mixture of both, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. A lot of confusion towards them, not a lot of communication. I'm sensing a standstill of some kind, seeing things from a different perspective. Like maybe this person really was a blessing, right? Maybe the fact that it didn't work out was really truly a blessing, and that was what was meant to be with the Threads of Fate, right? Like it was meant to be for you to meet two people. It was meant to be that you were supposed to experience the heartbreak with this person and for this to come in and out so quickly. It was meant to be, and I know that's so like, oh, yeah, it's meant to be, whatever. Like, I hate when people say that because it doesn't really provide solace and doesn't really provide comfort in any way. It's just like, okay, fine. But whatever, Leo, I think your downfall is the giving. It's caring so much so quickly, falling in love too quickly, wanting so much or demanding so much too quickly, you know, and I think people tend to disappoint just because they operate on a different time frame. You know what I mean? Because I'm getting the devil in this deck. It's called the Siren. I feel like you're the siren and the man is someone else, and you try, like, I'm gonna call you clingy, but not in like where you call them all the time or where you are needy or Facebook stalk them or whatever. Like, I don't see clingy like that, but I see that you attach very quickly when you find someone that interests you, and like all attention goes toward them. And it is kind of a little bit of your downfall, I think. And you, because you are so willing to fight, you are a warrior and you are willing to fight, and you feel that love is something worth fighting for. Of all the things in this world that's worth fighting for, it's love. And as big and romantic as that sounds, it takes pieces away from you because you dedicate energy and effort maybe toward people that do not deserve it. Because if you just had something in common and you were talking and having a good time and doing all of this, and then it ended, they show their true colors, you see them differently now, and now you're feeling at a loss. Well, why? Why are you feeling at a loss? Well, because I really thought we had something. I thought it was special. Well, it wasn't, and you barely knew this person, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And it's important for you to to fight for love when you love someone for the right reasons. I don't know why, but I'm sensing that this is someone worth fighting for, and I don't know why. I don't see depth with this person. I see only pain and frustration, but I see the struggle. But maybe this person, this emperor person, is your man, right? The siren to the man. It's the one that you want so much. Like this person is the demon that must be conquered. I don't know, but I'm seeing Six of Wands now. I don't think there's a lot of communication going on. I think that you've kind of maybe shut the door to both, trying to, like I say, rise above. I think you want to fight for this person, but you recognize that that goes just one way. You're trying to make sense of it, trying to understand, trying to feel less and think more. But I think you're coming up empty-handed with the Ace of Swords in reverse. Like this heartbreak doesn't make sense to you. This sadness doesn't make sense to you because maybe there's like no reason for you to feel sad. There's no reason for you to want to fight for this person. There's no reason for you to want to fight for something. And that's just it. And you just don't get why. You don't understand. There's no clarity. What was the purpose of this person in my life? If, against all odds, we came together and it just fell apart, and it doesn't make sense. And I loved and I gave and I tried, and I don't know, but the last card is a card of victory, and I don't quite know what that means. I never do this in my monthly reading, so this is only for Leo that I'm doing this. I'm going to pull out a couple clarifiers because I don't understand why that Six of Wands is there, why there would be success and victory in that way. I'm kind of even seeing, well, before I say that, because I'm seeing it going like every direction. Okay. The Chariot and the Ten of Wands came out as clarifiers. So it's bringing it back to you is what's happening, okay? I often see Six of Wands and the Chariot as the same, but I think that this is a burden that you are no longer desiring to carry, and that there is a level of selfishness, but in a good way. Selfishness of you putting yourself first, loving yourself first, you're kind of emerging out of a little bit of a love battle here, okay? And it's so important for you to remain faithful, that the universe has your back. Because I think a lot of you are, like, you're hopeful, but you're pessimistic at the same time, because maybe this experience has really soured the way you look at life. It's really soured your romantic, beautiful Leo self, you know? And you're no longer willing to carry this on your shoulders. You're no longer willing to love this person or these people. You're no longer willing to love someone that does not love you back, or doesn't give back. And the Chariot, with this deck, I read the Chariot in a very, very different way than I do with the other deck. I read it as a card of victory, which the other deck means it too, but I often see it more as struggle. But here I see it as like coming home and being celebrated, but for things that you have done. And no, I don't see partnership here. I see it as single victory. It's about you. It's you emerging from, like I say, rising like a phoenix. There's these heartbreaks and these disappointments and the acceptance of these disappointments. And I don't think that you're making a fool out of yourself, right? Like, I don't think that you're really putting yourself out there. I don't really think that this person knows how you really feel, or if they do, like, you're keeping it very contained. You're not like totally going crazy on anybody, but it's just this feeling, and it's this luring, lustful, like uncontrollable emotion that just kind of sweeps over you. And it's so like, ugh, why don't you feel like it's worth fighting for? You know what I mean? So just don't worry. This energy will pass. It's temporary, and it's meant to carry us over into new things. Everything is under control. Not by you, maybe, but by fate and by our destiny and all these magical kind of foo-foo type of ideas. But it's true, you know, having faith that things will work out. They tend to work out in some way, shape, or form. So, whew, Leo, my goodness, such a crazy story for you, but I really wish you nothing but the best. I'm such a cheerleader for love, and I really hope that you find someone or rekindle with your partner, and find a way to really work things out. So, alrighty, that's it. Thank you so much. Take care.